Hello, welcome to the Bakwas channel for self-paced tutorials on Android development. This video introduces Flutter from Google for building compiled applications for mobile, web, and desktop solutions from a single code base. This tutorial is a simple introduction to Flutter. The key topics in this tutorial are installing Flutter, building and running the proverbial Hello Flutter app, making minor changes to introduce widgets, demonstrating the hot reload feature. Google adopted the open source framework for Flutter. An important feature for Flutter permits development from a single code base. The apps are natively compiled for web, desktop, mobile, and embedded. Some of the notable features of Flutter are stateful hot reload that is built into the framework. This feature permits quick iterations and view changes quickly without losing time that is common in traditional development. Widgets can be created using prolific pre-made or custom visual layout, platform, and interactive widgets. Adaptive design simplifies the user interface through more responsive applications, especially when flowing through multiple screens. Apps can be built through Android Studio, VS Code, and even command line development environment. Dart is the language that powers Flutter. The user interface benefits from the optimization techniques in Dart. The language compiles natively for ARM and x64 platforms, where the application may run mobile, desktop, or backend from a single code base. It supports JavaScript for web applications. This tutorial is limited to demonstrating Flutter from Android Studio under Ubuntu to keep it simple. Current recommendation is to use the snap method for the installation of Flutter as illustrated on the slide. A few basic validation commands are illustrated too. Flutter Doctor is your best friend for validation. The other platforms for Flutter are enumerated too. The two key pieces of software for development with Flutter are the Flutter SDK and an integrated development editor IDE. Several popular solutions for IDE are supported. Of course, you are welcome to perform your work through the command line in a terminal window. Follow the steps listed on the slide sequentially. For the classic Hello World demonstration, launch your IDE for Flutter development, select New Flutter Project, verify Flutter SDK path and location, select Application for New Project, select Next and then select Finish. The default app code is in the text file under lib/main.dart. Dart is the programming language for Flutter. Run the app. You will have to select a device, which can be virtual or physical, to run the app. This slide summarizes the steps on the Ubuntu platform. For a Flutter app, launch Android Studio. Select the button to create a new Flutter project. Change the file lib/main.dart as shown on the following slide. This slide illustrates the main Dart program. The app extends the stateless widget. The widget builds the user interface using the scaffold material. The scaffold material has an app bar and a body. The body is centered and has a child entity that has text material. Most of the properties are by default. Locate the main Android Studio toolbar. In the target selector, select an Android device. If none are listed, select Tools and then select AVD Manager and create either a virtual or physical device as appropriate. Select the Run icon in the toolbar or invoke menu item Run. After the app build completes, the starter app will display on the device. This demonstration uses Material, the visual design language for Flutter, which has a rich set of material widgets. The app extends stateless widget. Almost everything is a widget in Flutter. The widget's main job is to provide a build method. The body in this example consists of a center widget containing a text child widget. To use an external package, it must be installed on the developer's computer and a statement inserted in the Dart program to import the package. In this example, the installation consists of using Flutter to download the package, since it is not present already on the developer's computer. This slide illustrates the revisions to the main Dart program. To use the external package, there is the import statement, and a word pair method is This slide illustrates the revisions to the main Dart program. To use the external package, there is the import statement, and the word pair is retrieved using its random function. And then the word pair is displayed on the screen. This slide demonstrates the basic hot reload operation. In the IDE, open the terminal window pane and enter the letter R. This operation will run the build method. A new word pair is generated when the build method runs. You will notice that the word pair displayed on the screen changes each time the letter R is pressed. Flutter has some powerful basic widgets. Some of these are: text creates styled text within the application. row and column to create flexible layouts in both the horizontal row and vertical column directions. Stack places widgets on top of each other in paint order. Container creates a rectangular visual element that can be transformed in three-dimensional space. Some of the future exercises intended for this channel are basic CRUD, that is create, read, update, and delete operations with databases and other data files. Simple Bluetooth or Wi-Fi communications. Control LED light strips as a standalone app. A diverse variety of Internet of Things data telemetry monitoring such as GPS, weather satellites, ADS-B, sensors predominantly for home automation use. Again, in the spirit of this channel, these exercises will be limited to elementary demonstrations. Trying to deliver a complete app will simply add to my backlog of projects that have been languishing for months. The above list is not in any chronological order. This tutorial is a simple introduction to Flutter. The key topics in this tutorial are installing Flutter, creating and running a very simple app, nominal mention of key or foundational elements. I sincerely hope that you will kick the tires, so to speak, by examining Flutter to build apps for diverse platforms from a single code base. This presentation was prepared with assistance on special effects from Sufi Isma at Gmail and Google for the documentation. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the free open source software from Google for Flutter, LibreOffice for documentation, OBS Studio for recordings, and, of course, Ubuntu for the platform services. The music is from the YouTube audio library. It is called Images of Tomorrow by Unicorn Heads. Also to my family, my teachers, colleagues, and subscribers, a simple thank you is wholly inadequate for the journey through the years. Nevertheless, thank you again to everyone on this list for the encouragement, support, and understanding to help me to continue doing what I like doing. That is, to assist in a very small way to make more productive use of computer technologies. That's all, folks. Thanks for taking the time to view this presentation. Would love to hear from you with your feedback. You are always welcome to be critical in any which way you can. Until next time, bye for now.